All right, hi guys. Today the video we're going to do is section 3.2.1 out of our book, and this is the point where we're moving to not using our algebra tiles to solve for x anymore. We're going to try and get away from this process. So at this point in class, if I give you a problem like 2x minus 1 equals 5, what we've been doing is organizing our work in two ways. One, we've been drawing a picture of what we call the mat, the tile mat. So if I have 2x minus 1, we are actually drawing out what those algebra tiles look like. The x's are these long skinny tiles. And we used to actually use the tiles in class and build it, but now we're kind of just drawing it, trying to get faster at it. So 2x minus 1 looks like this. 2 x's and a negative 1 tile equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically we're trying to kind of organize this work so that we have our left side and our right side, equal to each other, and that's our original problem, our original equation. And we put it in this kind of organized table. We write left, right, explanation, and we go through what we call our legal moves. So we can flip, we can zero, and we can balance out our tiles. And in this problem, I'm not seeing many of those steps available. The only thing I see is a simple flip. So I am going to flip this tile over and make it a positive tile. I'm going to write flip. And now I have 2 x's on the left still equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles on the right. And my final step here is to solve and get an answer for x. What does x equal? What is x equal to? So I see 2 x's equals 6 tiles. This is gone now. Well, how many does 1x equal? And so we say this step is called the divide step. We're going to divide the tiles up. If 2x's equals 6, 1x, you can see, would divide up evenly to equal 3. So x is equal to 3. Well, the goal now is to not have to do so much work. After a while, this is cumbersome, drawing all the tiles. And even the table gets a little cumbersome because you get tired of writing out original, flip, balance, zero. You don't want to write that all the time. So we want to get you not having to draw the picture, just doing the table, and preferably skipping on the explanations and really just showing this as our process. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. So I'm going to try a problem with you where we're not going to draw the tiles out. We're going to have to picture it pretty much in our mind. So here is our example. And these problems are going to start out easy, and then they build up and build up and build up. So we can be solving some pretty complicated equations within the next few weeks. But let's start out easy and make sure we understand our steps. So I'm going to say I have 3 x's minus 2 equals 7. 3x minus 2 equals 7. Not going to draw tiles. All I'm going to do is put a line where the equal sign is and picture this as the mat. We can flip back and forth, and we got to remember our legal moves. So on my mat, I have a minus 2. Let's flip that over to the other side. A negative 2 is going to flip into a positive 2. So we're going to have a positive 2, meaning this is gone. So I'm going to cross it out. And now there's only 3 x's left over. There's my flip move. Now on the other side I had 7 tiles, but now I added 2 more. So 7 plus 2 more tiles means I have 9 tiles on the other side. There's my flip move. Then I'm going to divide the tiles up. You don't have to draw this, but right now I'm kind of thinking about this, maybe just for my notes. I'm going to put this here. If I have 3 x's equals 9, that means I have 3 x's. 1, 2, 3. Here's my 3 x's. And it's equal to 9 tiles. So divide those 9 tiles up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many does 1x equal? Well, 1x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3. There's my divide step. Now, you're not going to want to have to draw this picture when you're dividing. So there's another way we're going to do it. And we're not going to want to use, when I say divide, you know, a lot of kids always think of the old-fashioned division symbol, that thing. which is fine, but we're not going to use that either. I really don't want to be drawing out the tiles, and I really don't want to use that. I want to use a fraction line, because in algebra, fractions do mean divide. So what I just did is I divided the tiles up into 1, 2, 3 groups. So we just divided into 3 groups, and I'm going to use a fraction to show that I divided 3 groups on the left side of the mat and 3 groups on the right side of the mat. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that's how I got my answer. X is equal to 3. Pretty fun stuff, huh? So let's try another one. Next example. And this time I'm going to encourage you to pause the video and go through the steps on your own first. So this time we're going to have 4 plus 2x equals 10. Give it a try. Stop the video. See if you can do it. Okay, so we're putting a line down the middle of the equal sign, kind of mimicking what it would be like on a mat. Here's the left, here's the right. First thing I see is I'm going to flip those 4 tiles over. I'm going to take the 4, flip it over, and make it a -4. Right now, it's a +4. So when it flips to the other side, it turns into a -4. And I cross it out to show that it flipped over. Now I know there's only 2 x's left on the left side. And on the other side there was 10. But now I'm subtracting 4 away. I have a -4 over there. So 10 minus 4 is 6. There's 6 tiles. And then if 2x equals 6 and I'm trying to get x equals as an answer, what I'm going to want to do is divide it into 2 groups. There's 2 x's, so let's divide those into 2 groups. There's 6 tiles, let's divide those into 2 groups. 6 divided by 2 is 3. X equals 3 is our answer. So, you're getting the hang of this, hopefully. Let's try one more. Next example here. Okay, let's say this time you get 5 equals 4x minus 11. 5 equals 4x minus 11. Again, pause the video and try it, and then we'll go through it. So, line down the equal sign. This time I'm going to flip kind of backwards. I'm seeing the 4x's are on the right, so I'm thinking this minus 11. Why don't we flip those over? Why don't we make them go to the other side and become a positive 11? I'll cross out this minus 11 because we moved it. That means there's only 4x's left over here. But on the left there's 5 plus another 11. So 5 plus 11 is 16 units. Thank goodness we're not drawing the mat, because who wants to draw the 16 little units? You'd get sick of it. So we have 4 x's. We're going to divide those 4 x's up into 4 groups. Use a fraction line to show my division. And I'm going to divide the 16 into 4 groups so that I get my x equals answer. A lot of times I see people cross the 4's out in the fraction. That's fine if you want to do that. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So my answer is 4 equals x, or x equals 4. There's my answer. All right, so I hope that helped. Continue to watch. This is video 3.2.1, part A. There's going to be a part B, part C, part D. So keep working through the videos. And again, I hope that helped. Thanks.